So today I'm going to do a cooking video. Now I told my wife I was doing this and she laughed at me, okay? I can only show you this part of the kitchen. I'll let to show you the rest of it. Anyways, I'm going to make a dish today that we have pretty frequently here, and I could call it chicken casserole. And how I make it is I use chicken thighs and some cream of celery soup and some cheddar cheese, and I make it in a casserole dish. And I'm going to show you that right now. So the ingredients for this, or the things you need 1 can of condensed cream of celery soup. Now I just get the Great Value brand, okay, because I'm using it for cooking. You'll need some shredded cheddar cheese and some chicken thighs, about 5. I get the skinless and boneless chicken thighs, and a glass casserole dish with a lid on it, okay? So I'm using a Corning, this is a 3-quart, I believe. It actually is a 1.5 quart, okay? It's an oval casserole dish. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my chicken, okay? And I'm going to show you how I do that. Now I've already sanitized my sink, and the chicken has been thawing in the refrigerator since yesterday. So basically what I do is take it out of the Ziploc bag and just wash it, okay? Now we buy this in the big packages at Walmart or anywhere you want, you know, and break it down into pieces of just 5. I think I got 5 in here. Let's see how many I got. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got 5. We like leftovers, okay? And this dish, we also make this dish with rice, okay? We do rice. So I'm going to get a paper towel, and we're going to pat the chicken dry. So I'm going to take each piece of chicken and I'm going to pat it dry, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the casserole dish as I do that. Okay, just kind of lay it in there like so, and we're going to put some salt and pepper on it. Okay. Do it as I put each piece in there. You can use a bigger casserole dish if you want to. Okay, this is all we have here at the house, is a small 1.5 quart dish. And peel some of the, you can take some of the fat off of there if you want to. I leave a little bit of the fat on there, okay, for flavoring. Okay, once we put it all in the casserole dish and we season it, okay, then I need to turn the oven on. We're going to bake it at 350 degrees for 1 hour, okay? Let me finish seasoning it here. It's my first time doing one of these, so I'm not too sure how my cooking video is going to turn out. Anyways, now what you want to do is you want to open your can of soup up, okay? And you want to put that in your dish, okay? You do not dilute the soup. You know, you do not make it like you're going to eat it. You want it just like out of the can, the condensed part right out of the can. And you just put it in here, and it'll all go down and around the chicken as it's cooking, okay? I just kind of spread it out on top of the chicken like this, okay? Okay. Now if you want to, you can add the cheddar cheese after the chicken has cooked for about 1 hour. Just pull it out and add the cheese to the top of it. And all you do is put the lid on it and put that in the oven. Now when that's done cooking, I'm going to get that out of the oven and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Like I said, 350 for 1 hour. So all you need is 1 can of condensed celery soup, cream of celery, I'm sorry, some shredded cheese, okay, And we always have shredded cheese at the house. And I just get some fancy mild cheddar cheese to put on there. Okay, we'll put that on later. About 5 chicken thighs, skinless, boneless ones, and then your casserole dish. Really easy meal to make. We'll make some rice to go with that, and we'll probably make a vegetable. We'll probably make some, I believe we got some broccoli today. Yeah, so we'll probably make some broccoli to go with this. So once this gets done cooking, I'll be right back to you. Now, one thing I will mention that you might want to do is take a flat cookie sheet and place your baking dish on the flat cookie sheet in case this was to boil over, and it has boiled over before, okay? That way it doesn't get your whole stove all gunked up, okay? So that's one thing I wanted to mention before you put it in the oven, to put it on a cookie sheet like this, okay? And that way you can catch the juices that might boil over. Okay, we're gonna set the timer for 1 hour, okay? We're gonna let this bake for 1 hour at 350. And probably more than an hour, because in 1 hour is when I'm going to make the rice. And it takes about 22 minutes for the rice to cook. Okay, it's about 18 minutes on the clock. So we're gonna get the water ready for the rice. And we need 2 cups of water. So I get my 2-cup measuring cup here. And I like to put a pat of butter in my rice. So I put 1 tablespoon of butter in the water. We'll go ahead and turn the burner on to high, get it going. And then I'll add a little bit of salt to it, okay? About that much. And we'll get that rolling. And we're gonna have the Uncle Ben's rice container. That's where we keep our rice, Uncle Ben's. Been in the family for a while. The recipe on the lid is not the recipe that I use exactly. It calls for 2.5 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. But what I do is I do 2.5 cups of water. I use 2 cups of water, and I put a little bit more than a cup of rice. So we have a cup in there, a measuring cup like that. Okay, and we'll get this water going, and we'll add the rice to the mix. Okay, the water is boiling. So we've cut the temperature back on the rice, okay? And we're gonna let that simmer for 22 minutes, okay? Like I said, I like to do mine for 22 minutes. You know, one of the helpful tips here, if you're cooking in the kitchen, is I like to clean up as I go along. My grandmother used to do that when she cooked. She would clean up the kitchen as she went along. What do? Do you wait till the very end? Now I'm gonna pull that casserole out real quick and add some cheddar cheese to it, which I didn't do in the beginning. Okay, I'm just gonna check it a little bit right here. See how it's doing. Set it on the counter. It's doing pretty good. It needs to cook for a little while longer. It's not quite finished. Put some cheese on it. Stick it back in the oven. Do you want to see it? Let me show it to you. There's what it looks like. If I can show it to you. Just pull it out of the oven. You need to get the cheese on it, get it back in the oven. Let it cook a little bit longer. Okay, it's not bubbling over, so I'm just going to stick it back in on the rack without the pan. Okay, let that get a little more heat to it. And I think I want to bring the temperature up to 380. It needs to cook a little bit more. And it's got about 22 more minutes for the rice, or 18 minutes for the rice. Okay, we got about 5 minutes on the timer. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the broccoli on. I may want a little bit more water in there. Got quite a bit of broccoli. Let's check on the progress of the chicken. Yeah, I think I'll take the lid off. Let it cook for another 5 minutes without the lid. Let that glass lid cool before I put it in the dishwater. Well, you'll have to bear with me. This is my first attempt at a cooking video. And you know, what I really want to say is this, okay? If you're retired and you know, you're on a fixed income like I am now, you can't afford to go out and eat so much, okay? Well, some of us can't. We can't, okay? So you learn to cook more meals at home. Now, when we were working, we were not really into cooking so much. But now that we're retired, we do have the time and the luxury to do cooking, okay? Just like the other day, I made some chili and noodles. We call it chili mac. I had that for dinner. I was going to do a film on that, but I didn't. Okay, I wasn't prepared enough for that. Okay. Occasionally we do buy pizza. Okay, out. We don't make it here at home. And I got on the menu here. We got tuna fish and soup, tuna fish sandwiches and soup. We'll make one night, and then also have I'd also put hamburgers and French fries on there. Now, normally when we have our hamburgers, we don't have any buns with those. We just make the hamburgers themselves. So, you know, you've got to plan your meals through the week so you can buy just what you need for that. And those of you that are on the channel and you watch my Walmart shopping videos, you know that I try to keep our budget at $150 a week. And most of the time we do pretty good with that. There's been a couple occasions we went over. So I'm gonna check the broccoli now. It's starting to boil. So we're gonna turn it back just a little bit. And I'm gonna change the timer and go to 6 minutes. The rice is about finished, okay? We'll go ahead and let that finish up for another minute or two, and then we'll turn it off and put it off to the side. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the chicken out, okay, out of the oven. And let's make sure it's okay. Put it over here on the counter. And we'll let that set for a minute. And the broccoli's got another minute or so. So. Anyways, it looks to me like it's finished. We're going to check the temperature with a thermometer. Got here somewhere. I guess this one will do. Put it in there in the meat and check it. I'm going to have to get me a newer thermometer. The thermometers I got are not working for me. Need to declutter this drawer. Can't find anything. Well, that's all I got. Check the temperature of that. See what it comes up at. Yeah. That thermometer don't work too good. I need to get me a new one. Okay, I'll put the rice, and looks like the broccoli is done. Looks pretty good to me. And what we do is we'll put the rice on the plate. And we'll add some chicken thigh to it. A little bit of rice. Like I said, there's 5 chicken thighs in here, okay? But we like extra, okay? So I'm gonna get another spoon out so I can get me some gravy to put on my rice. And then we'll put a little bit of broccoli on the plate. And there you go. There's supper.